Okay, now that we've talked about what to cut from your federal resume, let's shift our focus to something even more important. What absolutely must stay. Because trimming your resume down isn't about just removing stuff, it's also about sharpening the quality of what remains. Think of these edits like editing a great book. You don't just delete the chapters, you refine the story so that the strongest part stand out. Those last 10 years that you've worked are not only mandatory, but they provide the direct relevant experience. The federal government isn't hiring based on your life history. It's interested in what you've done recently that proves that you can do the job today. Tenure gives the hiring managers the clearest snapshot of your current skills, your progression, and your competency. And if you've held multiple roles in that decade, that's great. That shows momentum. That shows you're growing in your profession. The timeline tells the story of who you are now, not who you were in 2001. You want to keep in measurable accomplishments. This is where you show impact, not just activity. An accomplishment with a number attached to it. Put in the figures. They're worth 1,000 bullet points with only just one. It tells OPM, the HR, and your potential supervisor, I don't just perform tasks, I provide results. Write statements like reduce processing time by 32%, managed 140 cases per cycle, oversaw 500,000 in inventory. These are the proof, not opinion. The federal government loves proof. Quantifiable metrics. Metrics show scale. Scales show complexity, and complexity shows mastery. Anyone, absolutely anyone can say they manage projects. Heck, I managed several projects. Not well, but managing 12 projects across locations and a 250,000 budget, now that tells the complexity of the story. Metrics turn claims into credentials. There are also mission critical duties. This is the backbone of your resume. These are the tasks that directly affect safety, compliance, financial accuracy, operation continuity, public service, national security, mission success. Does anybody hear me? By highlighting those mission critical duties, you're telling the federal hiring manager that you can trust me with things that matter. This is invaluable. I've talked a lot on Easy Federal Resumes and More, which you'll find still right here, about knowledge, skills, and ability, keywords in the announcement. This isn't optional. This is strategy. You must use them. USAJOB uses automated systems to scan resumes for alignment. That hasn't changed. If your language doesn't match the job announcement, your experience may never reach human reviewers. Matching those keywords is not a gaming system. It speaks to the agency's language. Speak it. It's alignment, it's clarity, and quite frankly, it's just smart. Read those announcements. Look at the required specialized experience. If the job says 1 year specialized experience as a GS7 level, are you guessing what that is? Go to the OPM job announcements and read specifically what it is. Experience conducting program evaluation? Well, you got to show it directly, clearly in your resume. Those specialized experiences are the gatekeeper of the federal hiring system. Open the doors wide open. It determines who qualifies and who is filtered out. If that's missing from your resume because you poorly describe it, nothing else in your resume matters. You do not need to be a supervisor to show leadership. You can push it through by talking about process improvement, training others, troubleshooting, initiatives that you took, expertise in certain areas while you problem solved, decision making, The federal government values influence, like mine, because it shows authority. And if you apply for higher grades, your resume should demonstrate that you can guide others formally and informally. You got to keep those relevant certifications and trainings to add credibility. Keep them ready. Certification readiness is critical. This category helps you stand out, especially if your job history is somewhat unconventional or not linear. It proves that you invest in your professional development at all times. Stay updated, maintain industry alignment, take initiatives. I've said that. In a 2-page resume, this section becomes even more valuable because it can quickly fill the gaps or strengthen those muscles, your technical narrative. So once we cut out the noise and keep those core elements, what you're left with is a shorter 2-page resume, a sharper resume, one that shows your value clearly, directly, and powerfully in just 2 pages. This information is about giving HR what they need to make a fair decision. The playlist is up. I suggest you start with video 1 and keep it going because I will be too. Until next time, continue to be smart and continue to build your own doors.